Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple: products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'm overall going to be responding to a tweet that I seen, and there's a whole backstory to this tweet. But anyways, it has to do with me. It was a tweet that was made last year, but it was recently brought up due to a video I recorded. So I recorded a video titled "Roasting Hater" for 12 minutes, and yeah, pretty much. Title explains it all. So I was roasting. So remember me telling you about the racist Twitter hater that's been on my case since the beginning of the year? That's who I was roasting. But turns out, so it's crazy because I did multiple takes of that video. So originally what I was going to do, but I was like, nah, that's just going to be too long of a video, and I don't have that much time to be recording videos. Like, I got other things to be doing and recording and stuff, so I ain't gonna spend too much time on this. So it would have been like, honestly though, if the day would have came where I did have time, that video would have probably been like an hour. Probably have been like the same length as like the Titanic movie, like, you know, not even like that first VHS tape, like both of the VHS tapes. But anyways, for those that owned the VHS tape back in the day, but and y'all own Titanic. But so anyways, so yeah, I had did a video on him where I found out his social media platform. But anyways, no, that's all I was saying. So I did multiple takes of that, and I scrolled like all the way to like, you know, first like stuff I can find and things, and that's why I discovered this guy has been on my case since 2018. So he's been on my case for like 2 years now. I just only discovered it now because I think he was a little bit more open about it. But I'm like, I don't understand. You should have just kept that to yourself. Like, ain't nobody had to see half of the stuff that you posted. But anyways, so he I found his Instagram, roasted one photo where it was like a couple of photos I showed, but I just, you know, stuck with one because I was all like, that one was the more roastable photo and stuff. But it was funny because after I had posted that video, he goes and he retweets a tweet from somebody that I used to beef with before. And remember me saying that there was a person I beef with that looked like Wreck-It Ralph? That guy. So I was like, I was at one point in time beefing with Wreck-It Ralph. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do because I think I might have said that in the video before. I didn't really care for, like, you know, some Disney movies. And was Wreck-It Ralph a Disney movie? Hold on for a second. Let me see before I get into Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, let's just click on it. That movie came out in 2012. Dang, that's old. Wait, did I see Pixar somewhere? Yep, Walt Disney. So it is a Disney movie, huh? I don't know why I was all like that. It seemed like it could have been like a Nickelodeon movie or something, or not a Nickelodeon movie, but just one of those movies where it wasn't like signed off to Disney or something. But anyways, so that guy had made a tweet about something that I had said. I think it was either in a video or post somewhere I had made it, but I told people, I was like, look, I'm a positive person. This is a positive channel. I'm not here for hate and all that stuff. And yeah, you know, like I think I left it as that. I can't remember what I said, but I do remember at one point in time I did say that I'm a positive person, which I am. I am a positive person. That's not something that I go against, or I'm like, oh, because that was last year, it's changed. I'm always going to be a positive person, but I'm going to be a positive person to a certain extent. Now, he retweets that, expecting me to be like, oh, that's right, I am supposed to be a positive person, so I can't make videos like that. You have to sit down and think about all of the crap you've done to me for like the past now 2 years. I thought it was just something that started this year. No, you've been on my case for 2 years. Most likely was one of the people that was rating my videos with dislikes. He still kind of does that and things, but I think he, you know, takes it back. I don't know. But anyways, so you've been giving me crap for 2 years now. All right. And then all of a sudden it just gets really bad because of COVID and quarantine and the pandemic and all that stuff. And you're just like 10 times worse with it now, because I feel like, I feel like this pandemic, it's just really showing people their true colors and stuff. But you, based off of some of the things I've seen from you, now, if it was the other way around, do you think you would have been a positive person to me? Like, you guys sit down and think about that. Do you think, and even the Wreck-It Ralph guy, do you think if it was the other way around, where I'm attacking your guys' channel left and right, do you think you would have been a positive person with me? No, you guys wouldn't. That ain't even something where I'm like, oh, it's an argument, or let me say what I got it. No, I know for a fact. It doesn't even need no requirement or no talking from you guys. I know for a fact, and that's pretty much anybody. You're either going to have one of two reactions when a person's being negative towards you. Now, the one reaction is probably the best reaction that you can have, is ignore it. But if somebody's going to be negative towards you, you're going to be negative towards them. There ain't no, oh, I think I'm I have to be positive at all costs. I have to be positive 24/7, even though a person's being negative towards me. I don't care who you are. If you're going to be negative towards me, I'm going to be negative towards you, period. There ain't no, oh, well, I did say this. I did say that at one point in time. That's to the people that are going to, they're new to my channel before they came to my channel, and they decide whether they're going to attack me or like me. If they decide to like me, then yes, they're going to get positive TMossBoss. But if they're going to be attacking me left and right for no reason, and I ain't even did nothing to them, yeah, you're going to get a negative reaction out of me. So, like, what did you really expect? That's where I'm like, you guys, like, people, they need to stop like, oh, I can't put myself in that situation. Put yourself in my situation, and you'll see exactly why I reacted the way I reacted. I'm like, I never understand. I'm like, and that's like a very hypocritical thing of you to post, because I'm like, you have not been positive in this whole situation either. So I'm like, you should be the last one retweeting positive things. I'm like, I've posted more positive things that you ever done throughout this whole year. Like, probably in one day, I posted more than you posted in, like, in the past 5 years. So I'm like, you should be the last one talking about positivity and all of that stuff. I'm probably one of the most positive people on social media. So I'm like, I refuse. The only thing is, I'm like, just be prepared. If you're going to be negative towards me, I'm going to be negative back. That ain't me going against my word. No, that's me standing up for myself. That's me, being the bigger person. I'm not just going to allow people to walk all over me and think that that's okay. Like, that's the message I'm going to put out in the world. It's okay to walk all over me. I'm not like, oh, my thing is like, you can ignore it. My thing is that you can ignore it for so long. Eventually, it's going to have to come to a point in time where you will have to defend yourself. You will have to say something. You will have to do something. You can't just allow people to walk all over you for your whole life and you don't say or do anything about it. And to people that it does that, you allow people to walk all over you. No, today, that needs to be the final day. I don't care when you hear this episode. The day you hear this needs to be the final day you allow people to walk all over you. If you gotta display craziness, if you gotta display the worst side of you, do that. But that is just a message to those out there that disrespect you. Hey, this is what's gonna happen when you disrespect me. So be prepared. My thing is like, and I'm like, my thing was that I wish that this could have been like a face-to-face confrontation. Like, it gets to a point where you don't really want to, like, do the podcast episodes or the videos. I'm like, no, face-to-face, I want you to keep that same energy that you keep online. Please. Because I'm like, guaranteed you ain't going to. I'm like, I tell you that much. You ain't going to keep that same energy that you got online and face-to-face to somebody. So I'm like, yeah, that's another thing that I've just that I've showed and told people. I'm like, the way that people act online, they will never, ever act like that to you face-to-face. Never. Because they know what's coming at the end of that. So I'm just saying. I'm like, if you are going to be acting negative towards me, you're just going to get a negative reaction. But if you're going to be acting positive towards me, because my thing is that, and it's funny because you guys sit down and think about it. These guys will never ever do this to like a big YouTuber or a YouTuber that's blown up, whatever and stuff. Though they're dead silent about that. But it was somebody like me. They found me when I was at a small point when it comes to YouTube. And I'm still like kind of a small channel. I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest channel in the world or one of the biggest channels in the world. But At one point in time, they found me when I was small, when I didn't even have 10,000 subscribers, you know? But it's funny because I'm all like, throughout all of this, people were still supporting me. People were still showing me love, being positive and stuff. So I returned the favor. I was being positive towards them. But the reason why I say that they won't go out of their way and attack somebody that's blowing up and that they're big in things, you know, that same energy that they had for like the past almost 4 years, they're not going to continuously keep doing that. Eventually, I knew at some point in time it was going to stop. Why? Because I was going to start blowing up on YouTube. And that's something I believe I said before. I'm all like, they're not going to continue on acting like this when I'm like at 1 million subscribers or whenever and stuff. But I'm like, it actually happened long before I reached 1 million subscribers. So that's why I'm like, yeah, these guys, my thing is that they fear people. They're scared. They can't handle, like, see somebody like the people that I react to. Like, let's say if it was somebody like Soup or McNasty, Blarg, you know, or let's say if it was another big, like, you know, people that do reaction videos that's big, like KSI or PewDiePie, or somebody that might be a little bit smaller, like Tyrone Magnus or whoever. These guys got loyal fan bases. My fan base was just starting off. I was like building the foundation to my fan base. So, of course, they're all like, oh, we're going to do whatever, we're going to set it on fire, we're going to destroy it, we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure he never gets a fan base. But then there's just that one day I reacted to that right video where people welcomed me into their fan base. Now, do you think that if any of the YouTubers, like, because they're all like, okay, like, you know, they're big YouTubers are gonna eventually watch his videos. They're gonna see like, oh, if he's getting all these dislikes, the big YouTuber is gonna be like, yo, what's the problem? What's going on? I sit down, I explain the whole, because my thing is like, I know I have nothing to worry about. I have absolutely nothing to worry about with any of the videos that they have on me, with any of the stuff that they've posted about me. I have nothing to worry about. Why? Because I have a voice, I have a platform, I could defend myself. I'm not going to go based off of what they said. I'm going to go based off of my experience in the situation. So if we're talking about the Joshua situation or the suicidal girl situation or any other situation from Just a Robot or even this racist Twitter hater guy, I have never been in the wrong. What with the Joshua situation, I've apologized for that. But look how that turned out. He's editing the videos for the people that's talking about, he claims and talks about how he don't want nobody talking about his mom, but he's helping people. He's editing their videos and they're talking about his mom. I'm like, really? Does that really make any sense? The suicidal girl, out of nowhere, once when the exposing video gets made about me, she just disappears. And then right after that, you guys set up another person trying to get me caught up in the same situation, but it backfired. The Just a Robot situation. He's mad at me because I do reaction videos. This guy, this racist Twitter hater guy, he is a racist. I'm like, my thing is that I have nothing to worry about. I will defend myself at all costs, and that's what I've been doing. So I'm like, it's never been a situation where I'm like not being positive or I'm going out of my way to attack people. No, I have been positive in this whole situation. Now to the people that are going out of their way to attack me, of course I'm not going to be positive to them. Why should I? They haven't been positive towards me. That ain't even me just being childish. No, that's how everybody operates. That's how everybody works. Like I said, if the roles were reversed and they were in my shoes, they're just a YouTuber just trying to make it. Provide for their friends, provide for their family, and all of a sudden, you just getting attacked. For no reason, just for you being you. For the color of your skin, for the videos that you do. You're just simply being attacked for that reason alone. Do you honestly think that any of the people that have made videos about me in a negative way, do you think if they were in my situation, do you honestly think that they would be positive about it? No, they wouldn't. I know that they wouldn't. Nobody would. I can go around, I'm like, man, when this pandemic is over, I should just go around and just ask people. I'm all like, if you're being attacked, and I'm all like, but just to place it as an example, you're in school, you're being bullied. This bully, he's like, he or she, whoever. I'm like, it could be a teacher. I don't care who it is. But anyways, a bully is bullying you all throughout the school year. All throughout your time in school. From kindergarten all the way up into your senior year. Up until your senior year in college. They're bullying you nonstop, taking your food, throwing it on the floor, taking food, throwing it at you, pushing you over, laughing, pointing, calling you names, saying whatever they possibly could to get underneath your skin. And do you think so? Most people would be like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore them and stuff. Like that's what everybody would talk or would say and stuff. But if you now let's just add a little twist to it. You are a what fighting style was Bruce Lee? Is it no, not jujitsu. Freaking what is the name of it? He was only 141 pounds. Dang, Bruce Lee was small. Years relative to just in China. Don't they have like somewhere his fighting style? I thought there's man, what was his fighting style? Dang man, that's messed up. They don't have his martial arts and fitness. Wing, large influence of development. It's Wing Chun. Well, what is his fight? Okay, you know what? I thought I can find it on Wikipedia. Fighting style. It is Jeet Kune Do or something. So it's Chinese martial arts, Jeet Kune Do, boxing, and I didn't know he knew boxing, huh? The more you know, the more you know. But let's say you can fight like Bruce Lee, right? And this bully is bullying you all throughout the school year. And then there's that one opportunity where there ain't no teachers. There's no supervisors, there's no principals, there is nobody besides you and that bully. They push you over. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna hit them with the meanest roundhouse kick of all time? I'm saying, like, if you have that one opportunity to do something, don't kill them. Don't become like no school shooter or nobody. Don't do that. Don't go down that route. But if you can give them the meanest roundhouse kick of all time, you think that bully is still gonna? You think that bully is really gonna go like, oh my God, why would you do that? Why would you? Do you understand how confused you would be if out of nowhere they were just all like, oh my God, you kicked me. Why would you kick me across my face like that? Why would you? I've only been positive to you. I've only been nice to you. I've only tried to help you. You think that would make any sense? Even I'm confused by that. I'm like, I would honestly be that kid walking by and be like, are you serious? Like, you have been bullying this kid ever since we were in kindergarten, and you think out of nowhere he's supposed to be positive about this situation. Oh, he's supposed to see it as you were helping him. I don't see it as help. That something like that, I'm like, you bullying a person, and they clearly don't want to be bothered with you, but you keep continuously following them, talking about, oh no, you are going to be bothered with me. If they give you the meanest roundhouse kick of all time, like I'm saying you deserved it. I'm all like, so like with this roasting hater video or any other video that I've done, most likely y'all deserved it. Not even most likely, 100% sure, 99.9% sure that y'all deserve the videos that I've made on you. Why? Because y'all had a negative interaction with me. Pretty much that roasting the hater for 12 minutes, the last one that I just did, that was my mean roundhouse kick. Now, if you don't take that as like, okay, maybe that's a sign, because then my thing is like, eventually, if you still continuously keep on with it, like even after that mean roundhouse kick, you continuously continue on with it, it's going to come to a point in time where I'm not going to hold back. There's going to be multiple roundhouse kicks. It's going to be something where it causes you to cry. Will I care? No. Because if it's something that's been going on for a long time, at that point in time, that person snapped. They went crazy. They don't care no more about nothing. They have nothing to lose. They're like, if something happens to me, oh well. But that's what happens in situations like that. It's like, people, you need to just learn how to leave others alone. If they don't want to be bothered, can y'all hear that car outside or bike? Yeah, y'all probably could. But anyways, but yeah, it's going to get to a point in time. This goes to any bullies, cyber bullies, harassers, stalkers. It's going to come to a point in time where it's going to be like the ultimate test. It is going to be the ultimate test of your life. Something that you are not going to be prepared for. Why? Because it's going to happen at a random and given point in your life where you ain't going to be prepared for it. You ain't going to have your notes. You ain't going to have nothing. So it's like, you think you preparing for it, or like, oh, I'll just prepare for it now. it's going to be a wide variety of something. So it's like you can potentially, you have like pretty much like that 99.9, there's that 0.01%. That's your preparation. That's all the preparing time that you have. That 0.01% that is given to you, that's all that you got. Now you got to do something with it. But that 99.9, oh, that's going to be a destroyer. That is seriously going to be a destroyer. So my thing is like, if I know that I'm bothering somebody, I'm going to leave them alone. Of course I'm gonna leave them alone. I ain't gonna be bothered with that person. If they see what I'm doing is like, oh, it's disrespectful or something. So I'm like, oh, okay. If you see it as disrespect, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna be bothered with you. I'm gonna be bothered with people that I know that takes what I say as a joke. I'm not gonna continuously bothering the person if I don't know them. I am gonna go out my way and talk to a person if I don't know them. But if we have like an interaction with each other where we can relate on something, I feel like whatever what we say to each other, whether it's negative or positive, we still gonna be friends at the end of the day. Can you call me your friend? No, you can't, because I'm not calling you my friend. I don't want to be bothered with y'all. Like, I just want to be left alone. But knowing after this, you think he's gonna care? No. You think he's gonna take down all the tweets or videos or whatever that he has about me? No, he's still gonna have negative interactions towards me. And it's crazy because I'm like, I didn't even start this. Like, I did not start this at all. So it's like, do you really think that a person's gonna have a positive interaction with you after everything that's done went down? Do you honestly believe that? Do you think a person should have a positive interaction with you? If so, why? Why should a person have a positive interaction with you and you've been nothing but negative, rude, disrespectful? Like, you've been only like the average person, a person that ain't prepared for all of this type of stuff, they would probably be in tears crying right now based off of some of the things that you guys have done to them. I'm saying there's people that I'm like that is out there that exist where if they would have been in my situation, they most likely would have quit YouTube. They would have quit everything. The one thing that they wanted to do, and they would have quit it all because of y'all. So you think at the end of the day, a person's supposed to have a positive interaction with you. You just try to ruin their YouTube career. You try to ruin their image. You try to ruin their name. You try to do everything possible to ruin them. And they're supposed to have a positive interaction with you. How does that work out? Why? How would that honestly work out? Like, that's something I'm curious. Like, I can't wait until this pandemic is over because I would like to ask people that. I'm like, so you've known there's somebody that you've known for years. You've had nothing but negative interactions with them. Do you think they deserve that one positive interaction from you? You've ignored them for all this time and you have one and only opportunity to either be negative towards them or positive towards them. What are you doing? You're going to be negative towards them because they've been nothing but negative towards you. That's how the world works. Positive and negative reactions is going to cause a negative reaction. That's simple math. That's how I knew that this guy wasn't no 20 years old. He's only saying that he's 20 years old online. I guess that, I don't know, try to talk to girls or something. But I'm like, that ain't working out when you got a bum bump. Like, you out here got the Kevin Hart bum bump and you out here trying to flirt with women. That ain't happening. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I refuse to believe that you are 20 years old. There ain't no way possible. It's either you got good genetics or you have somebody out here lying about their age. I'm like, I was 20 years old at one point in time. I wasn't looking like I was 12. I at least looked like I was graduating high school. Like, I got held back at least a couple of times, but I was graduating. Like, that's how I was looking when I was 20. You, on the other hand, I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, ain't no way possible you 20 years old, man. Ain't no way. But anyways, yeah. I hope people take this episode as something helpful. But pretty much the overall message for this episode, if somebody's being negative towards you, be negative towards them. You know, maybe at the end of the day, it might equal a positive, you know, because that can happen. Two negative interactions at some point in time leads into a positive reaction. But with something like this, I'm like, nah. I'm all like, this is adding. I'm all like, this, nah. I'm like, you're just adding more to the negative and stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, nah. Them are like, it's this ain't multiplication. This is just straight up like adding. Like you just adding more to it. So I'm like, there. My thing is like it's gonna take a lot for somebody like him to dig his way out of it and things. I'm not asking for gifts. I'm not asking for donations. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just all like, look, I don't want to be bothered with you. Plain and simple. I don't want you talking about me. I don't want you stalking me. I don't want none of that stuff. And I remember I did say that at one point in time. He was just like, you're not my dad. I could do whatever I want. And that's why I call you a child. That's why I refuse to believe that you're 20 years old. No 20-year-old carries on like that. I'm like, you should be focused on the life. I know people that was younger than you starting families. All right? Being more of an... There's people that I know that is younger than you. And they act more mature than you. I would have considered them more of an adult. And they underage. So I'm like, yeah, bro, you just need help. That's what you need. You need medication and you need help. You need to go off in that crazy home that they had in that movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You need to be sitting down with Miss Ratchet and Cheswick and Mac and everybody else and stuff, because I'm like, you honestly don't need to be out in the public. So anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for hearing me out. Thank y'all for watching. If you are viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, or follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Check out my merch store. I got some new merch out. Also, I got some new shoes out. I'm going through this company named Alive Shoes. And yeah, I got a pair of shoes that's out right now. So if you want to go buy it, I'm all like, it's going to be out for a limited time. So I'm saying, like, hurry up and go buy them. They are limited edition shoes and stuff. So anyways, yeah, go check them out. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.